So there's two YouTubers who are actually quite fun and entertaining to watch. What they basically do is they just go around these American supermarkets and they basically just talk about different products. And it sounds fun to do that, but some of the things they're very health conscious, first of all, so that might kind of explain some of it. But they're health conscious, like, you know, to the power of like 3 or 4. Like, they really take it quite seriously. And do you know what? On one aspect, I think it's actually good. I think it's fine to do that. But some of the stuff they talk about and some of the things they point out really kind of make me chuckle sometimes. I'm not saying it's because they're wrong. I'm just saying because it's just too much, you know, sometimes. So in terms of some of the good things these guys have done, right? This is based in America, right? And I think even in the UK, the sugar content is pretty bad. But this individual basically got... Do you know what? Who cares? I can say his name. His name's Flav City or Flav City. He got like a Starbucks pumpkin drink, whatever. And then he basically was going through it, and don't quote me, but he was talking about the sugar content and saying how the sugar's crazy. And it was crazy. When I heard how much there was, it was quite a lot. I think it was like over 80 grams of sugar, which is crazy. That is such a, you know, you don't... I mean, it's bad in the UK, but it's not that bad, you know. So he was just talking about that. And when he talks about all the sugar stuff, I'm like, I can really back that, because I do think that the sugar is pretty intense in America. I think someone showed me I think it was a Dunkin' Donuts Oreo drink. And it had like 150 grams of sugar. And I know it sounds like I'm exaggerating it, but I mean, I am being honest when I say there are genuinely drinks in America where it's like greater than like 80 grams of sugar just for like a normal drink. I think we are meant to have 20 grams of sugar a day. So they take it to the extreme, and it's probably tasting really good. I got a pumpkin frappuccino like 2 years ago. I never tried it before, and it was bomb. It was so good. But probably because there's a lot of sugar. So yeah, on that aspect, I can really, I think it's really good what they do. But when they start to talk about, you know, ways of doing things in certain ingredients, I'm just like, really? So, and these guys they'll cover all aspects of health. They'll do food, ingredients, cutlery. It's funny. So one of them, to give you like an example, this guy he'll talk about, he's very against certain type of oils, saying that some oils are inflammatory, and like, again, I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's a bad thing. So they often kind of say get avocado oil, which is, you know, expensive, and then one individual is like, oh my god, he's got Red 40, and all these food colourings and natural flavourings. They hate natural flavourings, and it's like, at the end of the day, like, I'm not, you know, I don't know how bad it is. Like, it's just a bit of flavouring in your food. Like food colouring, I know it's chemicals, but like, you know, isn't water a chemical as well? I think they kind of disregard that. You know, they're very against chemicals, and I just don't really have that kind of same mindset. I don't think chemicals are bad for you. So yeah, they're against that. Flavourings, they're just so, and it's funny because they actually sell their own products, but I don't know how good it is, because if they haven't got a flavouring, surely I don't know if it's going to taste as good. Again, I'm not going to pay for it. In terms of like, they're against parabens, really random stuff like that, preservatives as well. And it's just like, if they're really against that, you know, how long is the food going to last for? It's crazy. And they've also talked about, I say it's crazy, but I mean, they probably are correct. They've also talked about ways of cooking food, and I do agree with it in terms of, they're very against Teflon, and I'm against Teflon as well. I think they said something like, if it's cooked to above 500 degrees Celsius, then it can become toxic and release toxins. I'm sure that's correct. but I don't think anything in the household is capable of heating something to like 500 degrees Celsius. But what I did hear from a TikTok YouTuber, well, I say TikTok, he's a YouTube short person. He said how Teflon, if you wash it and like you scrape off the Teflon, if you like consume that, it can be cancer causing. So that shit is like, I'm really against Teflon. I actually am a bit scared of it. So that, I actually agree with that stuff. What else do they? Something like non-hydrogenated. It has to be organic. And when you get like fruit and vegetables, they say you have to like basically when you get it out, soak it in like a vinegar and then bicarbonate of soda, and like you got to like shake it and rinse it off to like take off all the pesticides, and it's like, come on, like I'm sure that is I'm definitely sure it's like beneficial to do that. Don't get me wrong, I think it's good to do that, but I see some of the comments and like, I'm not saying they're experts, but it sounds like some of these guys are pretty reputable, and they're like, that won't do nothing. Like, your immune system's going to get weaker if you keep doing that kind of stuff. One of the guys did a funny thing where he was talking about if you get like a punnet of grapes, it has like a bit of like a is it powdery like white thing on the side, and literally if you just put a tiny bit of water over it, it just like it goes away basically. So then this guy's saying, oh yeah, that is like some nasty chemical pesticide. You have to like literally basically be really abrasive and like scrape it off, and then dissolve it in vinegar and bicarbonate of soda. And it's funny, man. And I saw the comments saying that's just something natural that just happens, like a chemical reaction in plants and things like that, which I don't know about. So, in one aspect, I actually really I find it entertaining. I do kind of agree with their message, but at the same time, I do think they're kind of scaremongering people. And when you look at their products, it's really expensive stuff. It's really not accessible. So there's like this dietitian YouTuber I saw, and she was just saying stuff like, it doesn't matter if your food's not organic. Like, the point is you're eating it, right? It doesn't matter at all. So I don't know what to think. I think it's honestly draining, but it's really funny to watch this kind of stuff. I think what's funny is like how they'll say this stuff, but they'll sell their own products. And again, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think one of their when they talk about their products, to be honest with you, like their products look pretty decent. Like they're always, natural. There's literally no bad things in it. And when I say bad things, it's what they claim to be bad. There'll be like no natural flavourings, no preservatives, no food colouring. It'll be fully organic. What else are they against? Literally like no chemicals. And I'm like, great. I mean, that sounds fine. I'm not sure if it would taste good though, but I don't know. But I think, apart from that, I do enjoy watching their videos. I'm still going to watch their videos. But some of the stuff they say is really funny. So you've got to be a bit wary about it and not take it too seriously what they say, because I think it can be quite, disheartening, especially if you're like a parent and you watch these guys' videos, and obviously as a parent you probably care about your kids, right? You want to give them the best thing, whatever. When you start hearing stuff like, this has got red 40, cereal's bad for you, it's got all this bad chemicals in it, I'm just a bit like, come on, like let people enjoy themselves a little bit, you know what I mean? But that's my take on it, and I think I'm still going to eat the crap that is on the shelves. I don't actually think in the UK it's too bad. I think the UK has got much stricter regulations on like certain things. I mean, for example, I know the Skittles in the US aren't actually sold here because it's got certain chemicals. I know something like, I think it's Pepsi or Coke. In America they use like corn syrup. That's like the main sugar, and here is not that, apparently, from what I've heard. So to be honest with you, when I hear stuff like that, I am pretty grateful that the UK does have a bit of they're a bit stricter on all this sugary stuff. But in America, it is just like they have some of the craziest stuff ever. They've got Fruity Pebbles is like it's like a cereal. It looks really good. It's like I think it's like Fruit Loops, but in like a different shape. But they've got like a Fruity Pebble flavoured corn syrup. Like, what? Like, what on earth? And it's not like a small little bottle. It's like a 1 litre massive amount of, cereal flavoured corn syrup. So when these guys kind of, hack into that, I can't really disagree with them because, to be honest with you, it's pretty absurd. But I just think when it comes to, fruit, veg, it doesn't matter if it's not organic. I'm sure as long as you're eating it, that's the main thing. And what else? Yeah, Teflon though. Teflon you've got to be careful about. I'm not going to lie, because sometimes you just scrape it and it's like, it's not good. Apparently cast iron is like the way to go. But yeah, apart from that, that's going to end it for this video. And yeah, do you know what? I do actually want to do like a vlog just looking at food in the supermarket, especially Costco. I was in Costco recently. They do some really cool stuff there. I saw a jar of, I think it was they had pistachio. It was another flavour. What was it? It was like, I think it was almond. Like, it was almond cream. So it was, or was it hazelnut? It was one of those ones, whatever. And so it was basically Bueno, like Kinder Bueno filling in like a massive jar, like a pot. And do you know what? I would have just bought that. Amazing stuff they've got there. So yeah, I wanted to do a vlog on it, but I guess it's not. Maybe I could vlog it soon. But yeah, so I mean, that's basically it. I'm going to bed. So I'm out. Peace.